Hey guys, Keith Boykin, Tennessee Home Specialist, Blackwell Realty. I'm with Jason Goolesby and Danielle Imbaratto.
It used to also be with Blackwell.
She used to be with Blackwell Realty. Yes,
She's
that's
got
right.
a different form of
Now she does something new. What do you do?
I own a title company, Cedar City Title.
So you're still in the real estate game?
I'm still in the real estate game. I started in title.
Correct.
I went to real estate
Yep.
as an agent, and now I'm back in title. Just can't get away from what you love. So.
I understand that. That's why I keep coming back to real estate.
So, when it comes down to insurance, when you just think about insurance in general, insurance is to indemnify against loss. That's really what it means. Is like to cover your butt. CYA.
He went to Cumberland University. Look at that big education.
It's
work.
indemnify a loss. So when we talk about title insurance, I mean, so it means something is getting protected against loss. So give us an example. What does title insurance do?
So it is covering your ownership, your title, exactly what it says, title. So title refers to the ownership, who's on title, who's legally owning that house.
That piece of property.
That piece of property, correct.
That's correct.
So when you are closing on a property, you want to make sure that there are no liens, encumbrances, no one else has a right to own that property. It could be two owners ago,
That's correct.
heirs actually have a right to that property. So you have to make sure that you have a legal right to that property.
So I have an example of this, and I was going to represent someone in selling some property. I had a buyer, and then the title company ran a title search, and they found out that this guy did not pay the IRS, which is always a bad idea.
Always pay the IRS.
2010 and 2011, 2 years. And so they placed a lien.
I do, but I don't like to.
They placed a lien against it that showed up. So when they ran the title search, they saw that the government had said, hey, until you pay this off, we're not going to release this property. And so if the buyer had not ran a title search, he could have bought that property, but then he would have owed the IRS the money.
That is correct.
On the land. So that's just a personal example.
And it is just a CYA.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know.
That's
we
correct.
had a deal a couple months ago where the house was sold on the courthouse steps. And so the clerk and master's office doesn't.
They don't do that.
They don't do that. They
No.
don't. It is as is. Well, the previous owners had passed away, and they didn't have the right to sell it. They actually had the right to sell it, but we had to get an affidavit of heirship from all the heirs saying that we don't want this property. It was not for us.
And every single heir had to sign off on that.
Every single one. Yeah.
And so you
You
get
gotta
one
track them down.
Yeah.
And that's
Track them
her
down.
job.
That is my job.
But the title, once a title insurance policy is written,
Mm-hmm.
and if something was missed in the title search, there was some kind of lien or something that was missed. Once that insurance policy is written, you're protected.
You are protected.
You're protected. You guys, it's like, I bought the title insurance.
That's
It's
right.
your guys'
I
problem
paid that
now.
one-time premium.
I
That's
paid that
right.
one-time fee. And so, it's not just something, if you go to buy or sell, or you go to buy specifically and you see that title insurance, and you don't know what it is, and you think, I know the first time that I ever bought, and not being in real estate, and you look at all this list of stuff and you're like, they're just ripping me off. I don't know. They're just charging me because they can, because you don't know what any of that means.
Well, think of it like a car. You cannot sell a car without a clean title.
Right.
You do not need to sell a house without a clean title.
Right.
Correct.
Just because it may come back to bite you in the butt, and that's what they're there for.
So, I mean, how do you price the policies? How do title?
So-
First of all, a mortgage company is not going to give you.
No.
They're not going to
No.
sign off unless you have title insurance.
Insurance.
Correct.
So they're not
You
going to.
have to have
So
it.
if you're buying cash, you can skip that. But don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
But how do you determine the price of the title insurance?
So I don't actually determine the price. That is set by the insurance commerce.
Okay.
So
So don't get mad at her.
don't get mad at me. I
That's
don't
right.
set the prices.
That's right.
That is
Is it a
ran by the state.
percentage of the? Do you know?
I don't know the exact percentage,
Yeah.
but my underwriter is Fidelity, and they have to follow the state guidelines. I have an insurance license provided by the Insurance Commerce saying I will follow the state guidelines. And it's a calculator that is done based on the loan value and the home value.
Okay.
And so at any time, I'm happy to give a quote. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Those prices don't change,
Right.
Often. So I can give you a quote. You can call me at any time, and I'll be happy to walk you through how title insurance is prorated
Okay.
type thing. So.
All right, and also if you want to see Danielle in some cute overalls,
Oh yes.
go look at my 316 video.
Who's across the street, which is how I get the cutest clothes ever.
And then one final question: who wins Florida, Tennessee?
Go Gators!
That's right. There we go. All right.